I'm Miss Bradley. I'm going to be teaching you an English lesson today. So what I want y'all to do first is take the piece of paper that is already sitting on your desk and write a list of all the problems and issues that you face in everyday life. Or if you have somebody else you know who faces issues, then you can put those. Like, for instance, me, one of my issues may be trying to keep up my grades in school or arguing with my parents. So I want you to take this time to write down as many issues as you can. Go. Would anyone like to share an example?
Some people have to deal with being permanently sick, and people sometimes have accidents. And one day we had an assembly, and they showed us how Sean had an accident that affected him, and they taught us not to drink and drive. He is sick and he broke lots of bones. Those are the consequences, so that helps me not to drink and drive for me, not to have an accident or to be permanently sick.
You want to go?
My cousins just got adopted. They moved to this family in Liberty, Texas, which is five hours away. What happened was a year or two ago, they were going through tough times with CPS, and 2 weeks ago, they went to court and CPS took them away from my nana and uncle. And it was hard to find somebody that wanted 3 kids, so they found the closest home for them. My cousins' names are Shelby, she is 10 years old, Jacob, he is 6 years old, and Rain, she's 3 months.
And we're going to be learning about internal and external conflicts in the story. So an internal conflict is a mental or emotional struggle that occurs within a character. So if I'm feeling sad about something, that would be an internal conflict. External is a struggle that occurs between a character and an outside force. So arguing with your mother could be an example of an external conflict. Yeah?
Yes.
So can you all give me a couple of examples that y'all wrote down? Yeah, that's external.
Try not to be mean to people.
Not being mean or being mean to people would be an external conflict. Yeah.
I argue with my brother.
Yeah. Can I have a couple of internal conflicts?
Keeping your grades up.
Keeping your grades up, so that would be you're worried about your grades and everything, so that would be an emotional struggle.
Trying not to get in trouble.
Trying not to get in trouble, keeping yourself out of trouble.
Getting AR points.
Oh, so making sure that you can focus enough to read. Yeah.
You don't fit in.
Feeling like you don't fit in, that's a good one. Yeah. So now we're going to read the story. I'm going to read it out loud, and I want y'all to follow along. And highlight as many examples in your pink highlighter is internal. So raise up your pink highlighter. What is it?
Internal.
Another one. What is it?
External.
External.
Say it again.
External.
One more time.
External.
So now while I'm reading, I want y'all to highlight as many examples of internal and external conflicts as you can. Yellow for.
Picked it up.
Now hold your internal conflict highlighter up. What is that?
Pink.
Pink is
Internal.
Now hold your external conflict up.
Yellow.
Yellow? What is that?
External.
Now everybody pass your highlighter to your group leader. She was a large woman with a purse that had everything in it but a hammer and nails. It had a long strap, and she carried it slung across her shoulder. It was 11 o'clock at night, and she was walking home alone when a boy ran up behind her and tried to snatch her purse. The strap broke with a single tug, and the boy gave it from behind. But the boy's weight and the weight of the purse combined caused him to lose his balance. So "There's nobody at home at my house," said the boy. "Then we'll eat," said the woman. "I believe you're hungry, or been hungry, to try to snatch my pocketbook." "I wanted a pair of blue suede shoes," said the boy, said the large woman, starting up the street, dragging the frightened boy behind her. He looked as if he were 14 or 15, frail and willow wild, in tennis shoes and blue jeans. The woman said, "You ought to be my son. I would teach you right from wrong." "Put yourself in contact with me," said the woman. "You think that contact is not going to last a while, you got another thought coming. When I get through with you, sir, you are going to remember Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones." Sweat popped out on the boy's face, and he began to struggle. Miss Jones stopped, jerked him around in front of her, put a half Nelson around his neck, and continued to drag him a purse which she left behind on her daybed. But the boy took care to sit on the far side of the room where he thought she could easily see him out of the corner of her eye, if she wanted to. He did not trust the woman not to trust him, and he did not want to be mistrusted now. "Do you need somebody to go to the store?" asked the boy. "Maybe to get some milk or something?" "I don't believe I do." But he couldn't do it, so as he turned at the barren stoop and looked back at the large woman in the door, he barely managed to say thank you before she shut the door, and he never saw her again. So now discuss with your groups examples of internal and external conflicts that y'all found. Find some more, and I want y'all to talk about that for a few minutes, and then we'll go over it together.
I got 15. You got some money? Yeah. That's it outside. I didn't read his little school. So do y'all want to tell each other some examples that y'all found of external conflict, and then you can do internal, or? Well, it's okay. Now you can use this time to catch up and talk with your group about the examples that they found. What description? Like he was 14, frail, and okay, that would be describing the boy, but it's not a problem. So let's look at. Did y'all hear me tell them? Well, y'all are right. I'm very impressed. I'm sorry, lady, very sorry. That would be internal. Can you tell us why it would be internal? Because he's feeling.
Right. He's feeling sorry about what he did. So that's why that would be internal. Why would that be external? So it's like an argument? It would be an argument between them. And there's one rule.
No cussing.
Okay, there's 2 rules. Hey, WPG. And everybody in your group has to be involved.
Oh
yeah! The nerds got the words about internal and external conflict. Emotional and mental is external. The struggle that occurs is the outside is external.
Okay. Thank y'all for listening today. Y'all did a great job. I hope that y'all keep on practicing internal, external. Y'all are doing really good with that. And y'all did really good today. I'm very proud of y'all. Thank y'all.